computer. There we go. All right, recording. Tell me if I told you this story before, and maybe I'll stop telling it. This was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I did Lulov and Etrog in Manhattan. This year I did not go to the Rebbe. This first year in a long time. But anyway, I went, and the boys go out every day, and they go with a Lulov and Etrog into the different places in New York, and they stand on the street corners and ask, "Are you Jewish, sir? Excuse me, are you Jewish?" Did I tell the story about that I saw this person afterwards in a wedding? Did I tell the story? What do you say, Yochanan? All right, I'll tell the story anyway. So I'm standing there with the Lulav and Etrog. It's in the middle of Manhattan, somewhere near Washington Park or something. So I'm standing with the Lulav and the Etrog, and I'm asking people, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" Anybody who looks vaguely Jewish, if they don't look like from Japan, or they're black or something. So I ask, "Are you Jewish?" So people are coming up to me and we're having nice conversations. So anyway, I'm standing there, and I say, somebody comes walking by. I say, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" And I hear in the background a lady laughing. And so I say to him, so he looks at me, and he doesn't say anything. So I say, "Excuse me, are you Jewish?" So I figured maybe the guy was from Puerto Rico or something, and he doesn't understand what I'm saying. And I hear in the background, So this fellow that I'm asking, he turns around to this lady who's laughing, a young lady, and he says, "Ma'u Marley, Ma'u Shoel." What's he asking? So I understand this fellow is Israeli. So I say, "Ata Israeli?" Really? Yes. Come do Lulav and Etrog. Yes, laughing. So from now on, the conversation is in Hebrew, but I'll say it in English. So he says back to his girlfriend. It ends up that it happened to be his wife. His girlfriend. He says, "Ma'u Marli, Ma'u Rotze." What does he want? What does this guy want? So I said to him, "It's a holiday. It's Lulav and an Etrog," and she's laughing. It says, "It's a holiday. It's a Chagayom." He says, "What holiday is it?" I said, "It's Sukkot, the holiday of Sukkot." And she's laughing. So I said, "Sukkot, you don't know what Sukkot is? You're from Israel. You don't know what's us. The holiday of Sukkot." He says, "Okay, good. Okay." So I said, "So come to a commandment." She starts laughing. So these people are like bored out of their minds. They haven't got anything to do anyway. So he sees it doesn't cost any money. So I said, "The law, I guess it doesn't cost any money. Come and do it." So he says, "Okay, what do I have to do?" So I take a kippah, I put it on his head, and this lady, she is just bursting with, laughter. It's the most ridiculous thing. That he would put a kippah on his head. It was like, I put a pumpkin on his head or something. So she's laughing. So I say, "Here, just put this on your head and just hold this and make a blessing. Boruch." So he says, "Boruch," and she's laughing and he's laughing and Boruch. So finally it got through the blessing. It took 2 minutes. And he shakes it. I said, "That's it. You did a commandment." And she's laughing, and that's it. And I gave him a little card, a Mashiach card. And that's it. No, 2 years later, 3 years later, like this story that I'm telling you happened like 5 years ago. 3 years later, I was at a wedding in Kfar Chabad, and I go to the weddings, I like to dance and this, so someone comes up to me, and he says, he holds up a cellular phone, and he says, look at this. So I figured the guy wants to sell me something. It never happened to me. But I said, "Listen," I said, "I'm sorry. I just came here just for a few minutes. I just want to dance, and I don't have any money." And he said, "No. Tistakel. Look." So I said to him, listen, my friend, I don't want to buy anything. I don't, I'm really not interested. I just want to go. He says, no, have a look. So I figure, it's more trouble trying to get rid of the person than it would be. I figure, okay, I'll look. So I look and I see, here this fellow's with a religious guy, a Chabad guy. He's got sort of a long beard, and he's standing with a lulav and an esrog on a corner. So I watch it. I figure, what's he going to do, And all of a sudden I hear somebody comes up to him, and I hear in the background very faintly, so I look closely. I say, hey, that's me. Where'd you get that picture? Where did you get this picture from? The guy who's showing it to me is this religious guy. He's got like a beard and sits. I said, where did you get this picture from? That was me. That was like 3 years ago in Manhattan. Where did you get this picture? He said, that other person there, that's me. I said, what? That's me. He was not religious, didn't know anything what was going on. So I said, really? He said, yeah. What happened is that, after we did the Lulav and Etrog, so me and my wife, they went to like a vacation. I don't know what it was anyway. So we started talking, and we realized that we really don't know anything about Judaism at all. And we had a little bit of a connection with the Chabad house that's nearby us. I guess they lived somewhere in Muncie or somewhere. And they had a little connection with the Chabad house. So we started going there more. And we went there more and more until we decided we're going to, do the commandments. And so that's it. So it ended up that I went into Manhattan, and I also had my reservations about going there because I had to go alone and stand in the middle of the, who knows what's going to happen. There's anti-Semitism and all this. All those thoughts were completely, unwarranted. And, I saw the fruits of my work. I saw here, I did Lulav and Esrog, and I saw this person actually, caught on. So that's the idea of Lech Lecha, going from above to below and revealing godliness in the world. Have a good day, everybody. 3:00 in the afternoon, Chumash. See you all.